I am the officer commanding number 2 flight of the JDF Air Wing. Number 2 flight is a rotor wing flight, and so I'm responsible for all the rotor wing pilots, the rotor wing crew. I also am a senior instructor pilot at the Air Wing, so I deal with the instruction of young pilots, potential pilots who want to join the Air Wing as operational pilots. A typical day would probably include instructional trips for 1 or 2 students. So I may start off giving briefings in the morning to the respective students, and then after the briefings, the ground briefings are completed, I would have to ensure that I'm happy with the students' knowledge of the respective maneuvers that we're going to do. Then we'd go off and practice it in an instructional trip. So I may do 2 hour-and-a-half trips, followed by debriefs for each respective students. And then I may have to do an operational flight in the rest of the afternoon, perhaps a search and rescue, or any flight that may be booked as a part of the daily flights in the JDF Air Wing. The JDF does perform a number of search and rescue missions, both maritime and inland search and rescue. But the lion's share of search and rescue is done on the maritime front. So whether it is fishermen who get lost at sea, and the JDF Coast Guard would be the lead unit regarding those search and rescues, but they often solicit our assistance to do the actual search of a search area, and if we find the fishermen, a rescue. So we would depart with the crew that is necessary to search, to actually identify the persons, and to actually hoist them up onto the aircraft and rescue them, whether they be in distress, medical or otherwise. For inland search and rescue, any aircraft can be used to search, but for the rescue aspect, the only aircraft that is truly equipped to do a rescue is the Bell 412 EP, and that's because it's equipped with a rescue hoist that allows us to send down a winch operator and retrieve a survivor and winch him back up into the aircraft. The number of search and rescues that we do, it varies depending, it's pretty seasonal. We find that when the weather gets bad maritime-wise, more people get lost or in distress. And so the Coast Guard will start the search and rescue process by checking the ports, by checking the destination of the aircraft, of the vessel, and then we get involved. So I'd have to say that personally, I probably do 1 or 2 search and rescues every 3 weeks or a month, thereabouts. But when it gets busy, that number increases exponentially, and we end up doing probably a couple search and rescues a week.